2 years is a long time to wait, a long time to speculate, and a long time to watch beautifully animated sand trickle through an hourglass. 2 years is exactly how long we've been waiting in anticipation for Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception. And now that Nate's latest has landed on our doormat, is it yet another blockbuster, or have we been deceived? Starting with a thumping bar brawl, Uncharted 3 powers through a ripping yarn with Nate on the trail of Francis Drake's missing months at sea and the mysteries of the Atlantis of the Sands. Whereas most people would take out a library book, Nate prefers to learn history through the exploration of dank tombs, bold thefts, and numerous run-ins with a dangerous secret society. The narrative delves into Drake's relationship with mentor and father figure Victor Sullivan. We're not necessarily talking the deep and meaningfuls here, but a good deal of tension arises between the two. Thematically, deceit and choice hang over the story thanks to the manipulations of new big bad Catherine Marlowe. The plot isn't blazing any trails and resolves a little sloppily, but it's executed with enough wit and sense of character to keep you hooked. For Drake's latest, Naughty Dog have clearly spent some time tweaking the gameplay formula of traversal and combat. The most obvious improvements are in hand-to-hand brawls. A bulging set of beatdowns means that multi-opponent tussles are both skillful and shambolic. Gunplay too has had a few refinements. Weapons are weightier and come with quite a kickback, so controlled fire is the only way to get any accuracy. If in Uncharted 2, Nate played like an action hero, Drake's Deception gives him a more desperate edge, an everyman up against overwhelming odds. It's about canniness, keeping your cool and choosing the right approach, be it stealth, fisticuffs, or an all-out firefight. Amongst the bombastic set pieces and thrilling combat, it was the slow stroll through the Nepalese village that stood out in Uncharted 2. This rare moment of respite forced you to reflect on everything that came before and prepare yourself for the unknown trials ahead. The brilliance in the pacing of this one chapter has been spread across the entire experience of Drake's Deception. The game is confident enough to take it slow. It knows that drinking in the atmosphere can be equally as enjoyable as shooting or climbing. In fact, the pacing of puzzles, platforming, and combat is pitch perfect. The game moves from discovery to tension building to all-out action and back effortlessly. In technical terms, Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception is almost unparalleled. From minute details like sand matting in Drake's stubble to flames eating away the walls of a dilapidated chateau, the graphics are just stunning. A fact that the game won't let you forget, as the cinematography directs your gaze to the next achingly beautiful vista, without breaking up the action. Minor moments of physicality add richness to the animation that extends beyond Drake's crotch-first jump. For instance, Nate now reaches out to rest his hands against walls. The air of unpredictability in his actions humanizes him, puts him in the scene. More than ever, you feel the environment is reacting to you, crumbling beneath your fingers and sinking below your feet. The flip side of all of this solo campaign craftsmanship is a multiplayer component that refines everything that was great about Uncharted 2's efforts. While the match types may be standard fare, the added verticality afforded by clambering around makes for a different beast altogether. Elsewhere, new boosters, medal kickbacks and power plays change up the dynamic, creating ever more complex layers of tactics for players willing to put the time in to truly optimize their own set of skills. Some of that set-piece magic has made the leap to multiplayer too, with environmental occurrences and multi-stage maps capturing some cinematic spectacle. It's a sterling effort all round, and one that will suck up a fair few months. Don't let the name fool you. Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception has nothing to hide. It's an unabashedly brilliant blockbuster adventure that you simply must play. You cynics may screw up your faces and claim to have no interest in playing it, but at the end of the day, the only person you're deceiving is yourself.